Hi, this is Sally's Book Club. Tune in daily for hand-picked global bestsellers. Today we're exploring The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens. Everyone wants to improve themselves and achieve success, but not everyone gets to taste that sweet success they crave. Childhood is filled with beautiful, passionate dreams, but as we grow up and enter society, that fire slowly dims. Some lose their way, confused and directionless. Others have passion but no plan or collapse at the first setback. Gradually, they shift from 100% dreamers to frustrated strugglers. Why does this happen? How can we change this situation? This book provides powerful answers through 7 transformative habits. Since its 1998 publication, it's become required reading in U.S. schools, shaping a generation. Translated across 120 countries with 3 million copies sold. Essential reading for teens worldwide. Author Sean Covey, best-selling writer and motivational speaker for young audiences. He shares 7 habits from real experiences, helping teens navigate adolescence and build success foundations. To excel, answer these. First, do you truly know yourself? Second, how do we level up? Third, succeeding in relationships and social dynamics. Fourth, maintaining your life machine through regular checkups. Let's start with self-awareness. But first, what defines success? Wealth, status, power, common success markers, valid measures but limited in scope. Sean redefines success as happiness, healthy relationships, and meaningful living. Does this mean success is actually simple? But wait, many might argue, simple? Isn't this exactly what we're all striving for? Sean explains, the difficulty comes from lacking proper habits. So what exactly are habits? They're the unconscious patterns shaping how we live, learn, and work. These automatic patterns form our mental models. They dictate how you perceive challenges and shape your actions accordingly. As Sean puts it, your worldview determines the world you experience. Positive mental models unlock potential, negative ones trap you in darkness. Remember the film, You Are the Apple of My Eye? Shen Jiai and Kei Jinting's story resonated nationwide. Even with time travel, you'd probably still hesitate to confess your feelings. And why? Your mental models are the key reason. They're so attractive and popular. Why would they notice plain old me? With mediocre grades and looks, how could Shen Jiai ever like me? That's your self-perception mental model. And assuming others' superiority becomes your social perception model. These limiting beliefs become behavioral prisons. The solution? Break free and rediscover yourself. To routine research, Sean identified 6 self-discovery questions. Think of it as building your self-esteem bank account. 1. Do you keep promises to yourself? 2. Do small acts of kindness matter to you? Are you self-compassionate? 4. Do you interact authentically? 5. Do you prioritize self-care? 6. Are you developing your talents? By reflecting on these 6 questions, you'll instantly gauge your self-esteem, account balance, and understand yourself better. Start today. Do positive things daily to boost your self-worth deposits. Gradually, your confidence will grow like compound interest. If your account's low, Sean's 7 habits will help you rebuild it for success. Now, let's explore habit 1, being proactive, our second key topic today. And what does being proactive really mean? It's a life philosophy, composed, self-driven optimism shaping your daily choices. Why adopt this mindset? Proactivity means owning your life narrative, leading with responsibility and intentional change. Nobody wants to be life's puppet or feel powerless in their own story. Confucius taught, don't blame others for your faults and never repeat mistakes. Timeless proactive wisdom. We can't control everything, but we control our responses. When anger strikes, maintain inner calm. Smile through storms, knowing frustration changes nothing. This foundational habit supports the other 6. Your first step towards success. How to cultivate proactivity. First, transform setbacks into fuel. Beethoven composed his Ninth Symphony Death, turning physical limitation into musical immortality. Helen Keller authored inspiring works despite being blind and deaf. Proof that response defines outcome. Life's not about what happens, but how you meet it. Second, strengthen your initiative muscle. What's initiative? Making value-based choices after conscious thought, not knee-jerk reactions. We control our responses even when events spiral, like bombing a test or botching a performance. When facing failure, what mental script plays in your head? How? Proactive people don't wallow in regret. They celebrate growth and analyze weaknesses. They refine strategies to achieve better versions of themselves next time. When Ming Shi fell during 2017's Shanghai Victoria's Secret show, the first model tumble in VS history, despite online criticism about her entertainment career affecting modeling skills, she rebounded stronger. Her mental resilience and proactive adjustments earned her triumphant return at 2018 Paris Fashion Week. Remember, proactivity turns obstacles into stepping stones for growth. Third, cultivate can-do conviction. Physicist Wei Zhang Qin scored 5 in physics, 20 total in math or chemistry on college entrance exams. Entering Tsinghua's history department with perfect Chinese or history scores, he switched to physics after 1931's Lupton incident. Self-belief creates opportunities. Your persistence will astonish doubters. Proactivity means believing. I control my attitude and destiny. Now, to habit 2, begin with the end in mind. Let's do a visualization exercise. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Reflect. How did you spend last year? How did it feel? Now, envision your ideal self 1 year from now. Open your eyes. This exercise connects you with core values and future aspirations. Why is goal setting crucial for teens? Adolescence is life's crossroads. Choices shape your path, career or continued education. Each decision requires intentional navigation. Stay in Beijing or return home. Every choice shapes your life's trajectory. If Jack Ma or Michael Yu gave up after college entrance failures, we might never have Alibaba or New Oriental Education Group. How to set effective goals. Sean recommends crafting personal mission statements, your life's guiding principles. It could be a phrase, song lyrics, or meaningful words. Review it daily to stay aligned with core values. This living document clarifies priorities and fuels determination. Goals differ as concrete implementations of missions. 3 crucial considerations when goal setting. First, cost assessment. Bridge the gap between ambition and reality. Jumping from 60 to 90 in English may be unrealistic, but memorizing 10 daily words, achievable through consistency. Second, written commitment. Unwritten goals remain wishes, like vague partner searches. No chemistry often masks undefined criteria. Solution. List specifics. Seeking 175 centimeters, 70 kilograms, glasses wearing, professional aged 30, financially stable, humorous, family-oriented, good listener. Third, take action. Edison tested 1,600 materials before perfecting the light bulb. Emerson said, "Do the thing and you'll have the power." They say one must first establish ambition, your life's faith and grand purpose. With clear direction under goals, guidance, we strategize effectively. That's habit 2's essence. But how to efficiently manage multiple priorities? Enter habit 3. Put first things first, the art of prioritization. Everything has its proper sequence and urgency. How to cultivate this habit? Sean suggests using productivity journals for weekly planning. First, identify key priorities: exam prep, major events, critical tasks. Allocate sufficient time blocks for these core objectives. Then schedule minor tasks like chores around them. But planning is only half the battle. The real challenge is overcoming fear when tackling priority tasks. What's a comfort zone? Your familiar territory where everything feels safe and effortless. Venturing beyond it creates anxiety. That's the courage zone. This challenging space holds both risks and transformative growth. Sean's father imparted lifelong wisdom. Never let fear make decisions. You control the wheel. Remember, the greatest conquest is mastering yourself. This habit separates achievers from dreamers. Prioritize urgency and importance. Tackle critical tasks first. Sometimes we know priorities but lack courage to act. As Mother Teresa said, life is a challenge. Meet it. True success begins with self mastery. But life isn't solitary. We exist within webs of relationships. Personal success habits lay foundations for social success. Now we explore 3 relational habits. Think win win, seek first to understand, and synergize. These address our third question about social success. Habit 4. Think win win. Philosophy where all parties benefit. This mindset is foundational for healthy relationships. Remember competing with classmates? I must outscore you. Mentalities create isolation. Constant rivalry breeds loneliness despite temporary victories. Avoidance isn't better. Passivity invites exploitation. Chronic accommodators often diminish self expectations. Healthy ambition differs from crushing others. Like language partners mutually improving, true win win. How to achieve mutual benefit. First, excel at your own responsibilities. China's philosophy. Self improvement benefits global community. Why? Because strong foundations enable meaningful collaboration. As the world's largest developing nation, China's stability benefits 1/7 of humanity and global economic balance. National strength enables more influential global participation and diplomatic leverage. Healthy competition fuels progress, but excess breeds destructive behavior. The 2012 Qihoo versus Tencent feud exemplifies toxic corporate rivalry. Their mutually destructive battle began when Qihoo accused QQ of privacy violations, triggering forced software uninstalls. Comparison traps distort priorities. Society combats this through measures like school uniforms. Win-win thinking fosters mutual understanding. Foundation of habit 5. Seek first to understand. Effective communication starts with active listening. Recall conversations where you pretended attention while mentally elsewhere, focused only on self-interested topics, interrupted with premature conclusions. True listening requires full sensory engagement. The words convey 7% meaning versus 53% body language and 40% vocal tone. Observe beyond verbal content. Notice gestures and emotional undertones. Mirror their physical posture to build subconscious rapport. Paraphrase key points to confirm understanding. What I'm hearing is suspend judgment, create psychological safety for authentic sharing. Notice blinking patterns in microexpressions revealing true emotions. Practice listening with third ear. Perceive unspoken needs. True understanding requires observing words, interpreting tones, and listening with your heart. Second, adopt others' perspectives. See the world through their eyes. Finally, use reflective technique. Paraphrase content and emotions without mimicking. Example, Xiaoming, I hate making PPTs. How should Xiaoliang respond? Option A, oh, you hate PPTs. Versus option B, PPT creation can be challenging. Which response fosters better communication? Active listening enables mutual understanding, not just one-way comprehension. As Native American wisdom says, listen earnestly, or your ears become ornaments. Win-win collaboration reduces friction and enhances productivity. This leads to habit 6. Synergize, the culmination of social effectiveness. Ever seen geese flying in V formation? Why this pattern? Science shows it reduces wind resistance by 71%, extending flight range. Lead geese rotate to conserve energy, like cycling team pacemakers. In cycling, domestic geese shield leaders from wind resistance. This strategic cooperation exemplifies synergy's power. Synergy requires valuing differences. Our unique backgrounds and values create collaborative sparks. Don't homogenize, celebrate diversity as strategic advantage, like alloy metals gaining strength through differing properties. True synergy transforms 1 plus 1 into 3 through complementary strengths. So how do we achieve true synergy? Sean outlines 5 key steps. First, define shared objectives. Establish common goals, like deciding family travel plans. Example, skipping home celebrations for vacation. Second, respect differing perspectives. Father wants tropical Sanya, mother prefers icy Harbin. Both valid choices. Third, Voice your needs courageously. I crave beach swimming and seafood feasts. Fourth, brainstorm collectively, no idea too wild. Propose solutions calmly. Mom, imagine endless lobster dinners. Fifth, synthesize optimal solutions. This year Sonia, next year Harbin. Best of both worlds. Helen Keller's wisdom. Alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. Mastering these 6 habits builds personal social success. Now to the final habit, sharpening your saw. Self-renewal through 4 dimensions: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual maintenance. Body care, your biological machinery needs premium fuel. Prioritize sleep hygiene, nutrition, and movement. Mental enrichment. Nothing valuable comes easy. Continuous learning demands disciplined investment. Emotional balance. Cultivate healthy relationships. Spiritual renewal. Align actions with core values, like maintaining high performance vehicles. Regular tune ups prevent breakdowns during life's marathon. Sean emphasizes education as life's most crucial investment. It shapes your future. Next, nurture emotional health. We often hurt loved ones with uncontrolled emotions. Healing comes through active listening and sincere affirmation. Finally, tend your spiritual core, the bedrock of values and inner peace. Pearl Spuck wrote, "Within me lives an immortal spring." Like yoga or Jack Ma's Tai Chi practice, spiritual renewal takes varied forms. The goal: preserve childlike wonder while building resilience. Maintain sacred personal space for mental recalibration. Let's recap the 7 transformative habits: personal mastery habits, proactivity, goal setting, prioritization; social success habits, win-win thinking, empathetic listening, synergy; the keystone habit, sharpening your saw through self-renewal. Sean urges youth, stay hopeful and tenacious. Your habits build your destiny. These deceptively simple habits separate achievers from dreamers. Knowledge without action remains empty philosophy. The true test: consistent implementation daily. Body maintenance, sleep hygiene, and nutrition as biological foundation. Mental cultivation. Embrace lifelong learning's discomfort. Emotional care. Transform relationships through conscious effort. Spiritual alignment. Let core values guide decisions. Remember, sustained excellence requires periodic renewal. Oh, that's a wrap for today's book breakdown. You'll find the key takeaways right below the audio. Catch you tomorrow.